This executive action is huge. First of all, Joe Biden from January of 2021 was saying that he wasn't even sure if this was a legal thing that he could do. And he's just now decided we're doing it. It is $10,000 and then $20,000 for anyone who has ever had even a cent of a Pell Grant. That is what it says. So,
wait, what?
Yes. It is $10,000 student debt forgiveness. And then if you've ever gotten any amount in a Pell Grant, it is $20,000.
Oh, I thought it was just the Pell Grant side. It's the whole amount.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Do you know what percentage of borrowers have Pell Grants?
I don't know that on my fact sheet. I don't know that on my fact sheet, but I'm looking right now through the website, and I really recommend people reading the White House Gov document on it, because it is extremely accessible. There's wonderful just facts that you might not know. I found out that I was getting $20,000 because of this White House resource.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. I'm very
money bags over here.
Yeah, money bags, right? So it's also raising the amount of income that is considered non-discretionary income and then is therefore protected from your repayment, which is wonky stuff that doesn't super matter to most people, but it does matter long term. And for folks who are making their income repayment program, if they're doing the minimum payment that they can do based on their income, after 10 years, your debt's just forgiven. Wait, what? Yeah, no. The devil is in the details on the fact sheet of this amazing cancellation.
That one got snuck in and nobody really.
Well, that's the thing. When you do an executive action, you don't have to pass this stuff through Congress. No one's going to read it. And then all of us activists who have been doing it are like, wait, this is a big deal. Especially when it comes to compounding interest and all the things. I cannot recommend it enough. I'm going to include it in here, the fact sheet of the White House. This is massive. The rippling effects that this will have. I mean, Axios today, I was tweeting about it earlier, titled an article, "Despite what critics may say, student loan debtors who stand to benefit most from the relief plan announced last week aren't exactly latte-sipping elites." No fucking shit. Sorry.
Newsflash! Breaking news.
Also, in the White House fact sheet, they label the student debt crisis as a racial justice issue, which is what me and every single activist on the debt front who is a person of color have been saying forever. Black people, brown people, immigrants, first-generation students are the most impacted by student debt. Women as well. And now we are seeing something that is going to radically change what we can do with our lives. I literally am oh my God, I'll be able to get married. How exciting for me. It is.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. Yes.
I got a ring.
Yes, I did get engaged. And so I'm seeing this. I'm having these conversations with so many of my friends. And then also October 31st, I'm going to say this right now for everyone who's listening who might have student debt. You can sign up to see if you qualify for additional cancellation, which is just if you've worked in a nonprofit in the last 10 years or any of that, you can sign up on the website and you can figure out what additional cancellation you might be if you've worked in the public sector at all. So this is a snowball for me. One of my friends texted me the morning of the student debt cancellation, and he said, the only people whose opinions I cared about were you and Elizabeth Warren if they were happy with this plan. And you both are. So.
Okay. All right. So, Kara, let me ask you this then. So at the beginning of it, there was a lot of grumbling, only $10,000.
I know,
right?
Yeah.
And people, there was a lot of selective ignoring the 20,000 Pell Grant component, right? But there was a lot of grumbling. Mm-hmm. Are people still grumbling, or is there more of a realization that, holy shit, this is more substantive than $10,000?
I think people are starting to realize it. Once we start paying back our student debt in January, which I'm still against, but we are supposed to start doing payments again in January. And I think once people realize how much their payments have dropped, it is going to dawn on them how much money is actually going to be in their pockets to continue to be able to do things. One of the most effective targeting things that the messaging things that the White House has done is they have a graphic that talks about different tiers that you could be economically and what your monthly payments would look like. So it says something like a typical single construction worker making $38,000 a year with a construction management credential would used to have to pay $147 a month for their student debt. Now it's going to be $31. A public school teacher making $44,000 a year used to have to make a $197 monthly payment. Now it's going to be $56 a month. A typical.
What about a lesbian dance theorist? What's their numbers look like?
I went to women's college for 2 years, and I didn't get to major in lesbian dance theory, and I'm upset about it. I'll be honest, because
was that Boebert Lauren
yes.
Boebert who said that? So just for context, Lauren Boebert, obviously she's a QAnon representative from very red Colorado district. She has a famous tweet where she says she was on welfare, but she worked hard to get off it, and I didn't need the government to make my way.
Sure.
She was on welfare. So this is who we're talking about.
Yeah.
So yeah, she was really concerned about lesbian dance theory majors and, getting a break over construction workers.
Right.
Which was weird too, because she's sort of acting like construction people don't actually get certifications and go to trade school and spend money on their education. So it's actually a very weird attack. So Republicans, that's their attack line is forget like tax cuts for the billionaires. That's kosher. Right. Everything's cool. But oh my God, some a working class person who went to college now doesn't have to pay back their debt, when poor old person over here without one doesn't get that benefit, right? That's the argument. How do you think that's landing?
I don't think it's landing. I think that more and more people know plenty of extremely educated people who are not whatever they call us, latte sipping elites or whatever, these outdated terms are really next level, but I don't think it's landing.
Drinking lattes. Like, who's not drinking a latte this time?
It's also like, imagine being like, yeah, actually, I want to live in an uneducated society. That sounds great, because advances in medicine and advances in science and engineering and even the arts, like, they don't benefit from college. It is not landing. All of these people want their kids to go to college. Americans want their children to go to college. Yeah. And what is also great about this executive action is that it is investing in students right now. My younger brother is currently in college, public school, my alma mater, UCF in Orlando. It is the biggest state school in the country, and he is going to get a $20,000 relief because of this. And he's still getting his degree. And that's the other fact, too, that for the people who are making, I think it's like 40% of people who have student debt didn't get a degree. They are the ones who are benefiting the most.